Today, we will remember the history of the Coast Guard cutter Bramble, which aided our veterans in a variety of tasks out at sea. The Coast Guard cutter Bramble is a 180-foot sea-going buoy tender. It is one of the original 39 built from 1942 through 1944 for the United States Coast Guard. The company that built it was the Zenith Dredge Company. Located in Duluth, Minnesota, the design went through a few stages, and after finishing the design of the hull and machinery, the total cost was $925,464. Once in commission, the ship set off from the Great Lakes in 1945. From the Great Lakes, it sailed to San Pedro, California, performing navigation aid. From there, it transferred to Juneau, Alaska, performing the same duty for the Aleutian Islands. As the end of the war approached, the home port was changed again. Spending a brief amount of time in Hawaii in 1946, it ultimately stayed in San Francisco until 1949. While located in San Francisco, the ship was a part of the Operation Aerial Roads. This was testing the effects of atomic bombs on a ship's surface near Bikini Island. In 1957, after a few more changes of location, the ship was prepared to attempt a passage along Canada's northern shore from the Pacific to Atlantic. This was a difficult passage to get through, so it needed a lot of preparation. The ship's bow was strengthened, and the ship gained a stainless steel propeller. It set off, and in 67 days, the ship traveled 4,500 nautical miles and became one of the first 3 ships to circumnavigate the North American continent. In 1962, the Bramble was relocated to Detroit, Michigan. It continued to provide navigation aid while also doing search rescue, icebreaking, and law enforcement. While in Detroit, it was renovated and gained new engines and was expanded. It then spent some time down in Port Huron. Although the ship did have a lot of serious duties, the ship did go on some unique missions. One notable, reoccurring trip was the Mackinac Island boat race. The ship was the patrol commander of the sailboat race going from Port Huron to Mackinac Island, and it organized and led the way. Once leaving Port Huron, the ship traveled down to the Caribbean. It performed law enforcement duties with some successful cases. Then, received more renovation in Toledo, and then it celebrated 50 years of being commissioned back in Charlevoix, Michigan. The ship did have a few more trips around the Caribbean and around Michigan before retiring. It began to retire in 2003. The ship was decommissioned and replaced by the Hollyhock. Then it was sent to the Seaway Terminal in Port Huron to be part of the museum. In 2013, a local from Marine City purchased the ship with plans to restore and make a museum. As Veterans Day approaches, we thank all the military veterans that have proudly served for our nation.